guys, it's KJ48 and welcome back to my 7 Days to Die single player Let's Play. This is episode 74. And today we are going to work on our tower. I think we're going to be finishing it. I've come up with a design I like and I'll show it to you in a second. And then we are going to go mining, and I am going to talk to you a little bit about the Alpha 13 update. Specifically one post Madmole made on the dev blog. Or, I'm not sure if it's Mad. No, I don't know if it's Madmole. Joel Hunick, that's the guy who did it. I think that's Madmole, though. Anyway, whoever it is, the dev blog, they made a post that I wanted to read to you because it sounds pretty cool, but it's also got me a little confused. But let's start by getting up on top, and let's go ahead and finish this tower, shall we? Alright, so you see right up there, that's the top of the tower. I tried to do some weird things with the tower to make it a little bit cooler, but this was the best design I could like make work. So let's just go ahead and upgrade it, and you kind of see what it's like once it's upgraded. We do not have enough wood for this. Oh my goodness, the wood. I meant to log on before I started recording and start mining iron, and then I was like, well, I could just get iron, during the night and talk to you guys about the Alpha 13 update. And through all that, I completely forgot that what I really needed was wood. So we're going to go back and get some more wood together. Anywho, I wanted to do some different things with this tower, but the blocks in this game are a little limited, so is my imagination. So it's just going to be a straight up tower. I wanted to have the top part of the tower kind of jut out a little bit, but the thing is, when you use the when you use these ramp blocks, it takes up the entire block that it's placed on, so I can't place anything else there. So this whole area, that ramp block takes up the entire block, so I can't place anything there, so there's no way to make that look good that I can think of. I'm sure you guys can. You guys think of great things, but I don't know. I couldn't think of anything good, so. And to be perfectly honest, it's a cool tower. I didn't need to be spending like hours trying to figure out how to make it perfect. I don't really have time for that. Freaking one of the games I play, Empyrean, gets updated like every other week, and every time it gets updated, I have to restart the game. Now, people are not going to want to watch me play the beginning of the game over and over. So on Empyrean, which does well on my channel. People like it, and I like playing it. It's a really cool game. But man, like putting in so much grinding in that game is just, like the other day I went to make a video. It took me an hour and a half of grinding before I could start making the video. And there's a lot of grinding in this game, although this game, when you get up to this point in the game, the grinding isn't as bad. But, I mean, in the earlier parts of this Let's Play, I was doing a ton of grinding off camera, for iron and stuff like that. So, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. I'm trying to, basically these days, guys, I'm trying to make the best Let's Plays I can with having the grinding be as less, as easy as possible, as less as possible. I'm not sure how to put that. I want the grind. I want to do less grinding and make more content, I guess is what I'm trying to say. The problem is the grinding makes the content better because I'm doing stuff that you don't really need to be here for. Like this right here, cutting down these trees. You don't need to be here for this. But what I do is I try and think of interesting stuff to talk about during cutting down trees and during mining to make it interesting. And I hope I succeed a little bit, because if I had to do all this grinding off camera, you'd get like 2 videos a day. I mean, I've been putting up 4 videos a day. I've been putting up 2 Fallout. I've been putting up Empyrean, 7 Days to Die roleplay, 7 Days to Die single, 7 Days to Die husband and wife. I've also been doing Timber and Stone. I'm still doing Ark. Most of these games are grinding heavy. So I wanted to sit there and think about how to make that tower perfect. I couldn't come up with anything. It's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it. Anyway, it's gonna be a cool looking tower. I can guarantee you that. My stomach just leapt in my chest when that tree like rolled over towards me. I was like, oh, here we go. I'm gonna die. Hopefully, I will not have to cut down another tree for this Let's Play. We'll see. Alpha 13 is definitely taking its time. I have not seen Madmole post this himself, but I did hear from multiple people that my video last week, I think it was this video, this series, when I asked like if anyone knew anything about Alpha 13 not coming out till December, everybody scoured the forums and could not find anything about December. And like everyone keeps telling me, everybody I talk to about this tells me that they keep seeing Madmole say it's going to be out by Thanksgiving. So that's this week or next week. I have a feeling it's going to come out this Friday, but we'll have to wait and see. which would be crazy because, oh, wow. If that comes out this Friday, how are we going to do the roleplay server? We're recording Saturday. Ooh, that might be interesting. Wow. Damn. I kind of hope it doesn't come out this Friday now. That'll really screw up the roleplay server. Anywho. Okay, let's get up here. Let's take these two away. Okay. I've got an idea for next season where I want to make a wall like this, except a solid wall made out of reinforced concrete with 2 layers of spikes on the sides. I was also thinking about what I was thinking about for next season. Let me know if you guys think this would work, because I don't know. It sounds pretty crazy. But what I was thinking was, okay, a wall of iron reinforced concrete or whatever, maybe 4 or 5 high, and then I'm gonna put 2 layers of spikes, and then another reinforced wall. And then I could keep going out, like 2 layers of spikes, another reinforced wall, and just keep reinforcing it as time goes on. The only thing I'm worried about is I'm worried that the zombies, if they break through the first reinforced wall, they will be beating on this wall from here without falling on the spikes if they're only too wide. Plus, how am I going to repair those spikes? That's the question. It would be very, very difficult. I've got some ideas, but like I was thinking about leaving a hole right here, and then being able to like kind of come down here with these. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. I think I'm gonna go with one wall. I'm gonna go with the one wall system. Just one wall, 2 layers of spikes on the outside, and I will have an active defense. And my active defense is gonna be pretty sweet. It's gonna be, I'm gonna put iron bars on the side, right here, and then I'm gonna put trussing right here, and then I'm gonna put iron bars going up, trussing overhead, and do the same exact thing on the other side. So what I'll do is along the wall, I'll have a little tunnel here where the hornets won't be able to get at me, and I could defend my base, you know, properly on all sides and be safe. The only thing is cop puke will be able to get in, but other than that, I'll be able to defend my base pretty well. I've just got to find a good weapon. That's going to be key. For next season, I kind of feel like one of the downfalls of this game is it's too reliant on RNG. Like, you know, like this season I found a sniper rifle, and that made this season a little bit easier than it might have been. If I didn't find that sniper rifle, it could have been a whole nother story, you know. And it's kind of, I think the RNG plays too much part into it, because I feel like the fun pimps are kind of making the game difficult for someone with good weapons. But what if you don't find those good weapons? What about those people? Like, you don't care? I mean, it kind of sucks. All right, well, whatever. Let's go ahead and finish this up. I'm gonna take that off. I don't know if I can take these 2 off. Let's go ahead and put some support here, right in the middle, and then we'll take that and that. And that. Alright, where's my concrete? There we go. Yeah, I mean, you can't just make the game based around the lucky few who are gonna find what they need. You've got to like understand that like certain people are not gonna find stuff, and that kind of blows for them. But they're gonna make the game they want to make, and you know what? I've questioned a lot of their decisions, but you know, this has been my favorite game of all time for the past 2 years. I am absolutely in love with this game, and I'm gonna trust them to make it good. You know what? They haven't let me down yet. The game's been challenging here and there, but you know what? Remember how hard it was at the beginning of Alpha 12? And yeah, they did go through and they did rebalance the spikes and the bow. They did, but still, we've all really adapted to the difficulty, and we're fine now in Alpha 12, and I think Alpha 13 is going to have the same shock value. I'm kind of, to be perfectly honest, guys, I'm preparing myself for it. I'm preparing myself for the ridiculously difficult start. The only thing I don't like about the idea of the difficult start is that, like, I'm not really looking forward to trying to fight zombies that are going to be bobbing up and down, like kind of like the bobbing zombies in this game, except they're all going to do it, and it seems to be more pronounced of a bob, like even harder to hit them. But I'm not going to worry about it. I'm gonna keep my head. and I'm going to make some good-ass videos because I feel like I still get people commenting on my early Alpha 12 videos of, you know, man up, you're really crying a lot, you know, you're complaining all the time, and, you know, they kind of have a point. So I'm going to make some kick-ass early videos. I think this has been a good season. I think my videos have been good this season, but those first 3 were a little rough for a lot of people, so... And I'm going to make these great from the start. So what do I got to do? Upgrade the ones on the bottom first? That seems to work. It probably didn't work because I upgraded the ones on top first. There. And 2 more. Now this tower is not so much built for ultimate usefulness because I can't even protect my wall from here. But it's more like the early stages, like, oh man, there's a horde coming in from far out, you know, bang, bang. Although, I should probably keep my sniper rifle up here, that'd be pretty cool. Honestly, this is kind of just for looks and fun. It's not really, what's the word I'm looking for, functional. Alright. Okay, nothing's falling down, that's a good sign. It's a good sign. There we go. Alright, looking good. Hopefully this will hold the wood up. I think it'll hold the... Nope. Oh my... Really? The whole thing, huh? Oh, wow. Structural integrity. I hate you so much. Okay, so... Jesus. Ugh. Alright, well... I hate you so much. I don't think I have enough. I'm not gonna have enough to finish this damn thing now. Alright, well let's put that there. Let's do it again. And we won't put the wood up this time. I was thinking as I was putting that wood up, I was like, yeah, you know, that structural integrity, that's some weight on there. Maybe I should be careful. And I was like, well, who cares? It's just wood. If anything, the wood will fall, and it's not really a big deal. And that is it. I'm completely out. So it is time to go mining. Let's turn this into wood, and we'll put this up. And I'd like to actually, let's do this now. Alright. Not that it really matters. I'm not putting any more wood up here until these are all 4 sides are done. We'll just leave it like that for now. Let's go mining. Do I have enough room for everything? Yes, I do. Okay. Alright guys, Alpha 13 update. This was done 4 days. This was on their blog 4 days ago. Okay. It says most every block texture in the game is a placeholder. They worked well for early versions of the game, but wasn't really designed to take advantage of Unity 5's new physical-based shading system. That said, Ryan redid the old green tile floor I made from the ground up, and I must say it looks spectacular. That's on their website. If you're gonna have to go check it out there, it's not on their website. It's on their Tumblr. Let me not look at the other screen while I'm doing this because it's a little scary. Okay. Now that the eye candy portion of today's update is out of the way, which is all they ever talk about anymore, let's talk about the new out of the way, I will talk about the new skill system. Most items in the game belong to a skill group now, such as archery, construction, bladed weapons, blunt weapons, and so on and so forth. Crafting using these items will give you skill experience. As you gain skill experience, you do more damage and can also craft better items. So in other words, if you want to get better at crafting items, you have to craft. If you want to get better at killing, you have to use your weapons, basically, is what they're saying. Item crafting is no longer tiered at your level, but your skill. So just because you can craft legendary quality bow doesn't mean you can make armor worth a damn. So you specialize. So specialization is now a big thing in the game, and hold on to that thought. Also, if you're level 60 and never made a club before, you will start out at skill level 1, just like everyone else. Killing things gives you more experience than simply damaging an enemy, and felling a tree is worth more experience than chopping away at it. So basically, whenever you kill something, you get a bit. It's kind of like Empyrean. Like Empyrean does that. Like as you shoot enemies, you get experience, but then when you kill something, you get like a big chunk of experience. Anyhow, we're getting really excited to squeeze out the last new features. Yeah, blah blah blah. Well, okay, so this is on their own Tumblr, and the last sentence is, "Will be done in November for sure." It's coming out in November, guys. So anyway, this is what I'm worried about. Specialization is a new key thing. I don't like the sound of that, and I really hope I'm overreacting, because specialization in Arc is what kind of hurt Arc for me in the beginning. It's not so bad anymore, but you know, I don't want to ever get to the point where I can't get something because of some stupid level cap. Now, I don't know about any of this. I haven't heard any of this. They have not talked about any of this. But that's all. That is fine. But I want no level cap. Just give me no level cap. And also, from what I understand on the forums, everything he just talked about is moddable in the XML file. So I guess I shouldn't be too worried, because I could just modify it. But yeah, I hate the idea of specialization in any game, because I mean, I like the idea of it on principle, but the problem is if you don't want to play multiplayer, which I don't, then you know, you're like in Arc, they just let you hang. They hung you out to dry in Arc when it first came out. It's a little bit better now, because they raised the level cap quite a bit. But you know, when I first started playing Arc, I was like, well, I can't do everything. That sucks, and I don't want to not be able to do everything. I want to do everything. Like, you know, like again, I'm gonna go back to Arc. In Arc, I wanted to be able to build, and I wanted to be able to make dinosaur saddles, and I wanted to be able to cook and paint. I want to do it all. Why should I not be able to do it all? Because I want to play single player. And you know, to Arc's credit, they did fix all that. And honestly, Arc's stuff was all moddable in the XML file as well, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. But so I'm not really like paranoid about it, but I'm a little nervous. You know, when they say specialization is a big thing, that makes me very nervous. I do not like the idea of specialization in these games. Let me do everything. If I can't make like, you know, I don't know. Well, what did they say? So bows, yeah. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be a problem, but I was a little worried about it. I don't know what you guys think about that, but do not force me to go play on multiplayer servers, please, for the love of God. First of all, multiplayer in this game doesn't work. It's broken. It's been broken since they started it. You know, one person will get all the hordes, and other people across the map will get nothing. So I don't play multiplayer. Now that's going to change. They've already talked about it, and I don't know if it's coming out in Alpha 13, but I think they're going to do some work to it. But the way they talked about it was eventually hordes will spawn on specific players. So like each player will get a separate horde, which is cool. That fixes all the problems. Not only that, but they went above and beyond. They said that hordes would also be based on your level, which is really cool. And that would fix all the multiplayer. But as of right now, multiplayer is not working. I do not want to be forced to play it. Also, as a Let's Player, I don't want to play multiplayer for a Let's Play. Ever. I mean, maybe here and there, but I don't want it to be my main Let's Play. And I'll tell you another thing. When I play multiplayer, they get like a lot less people are invested in multiplayer. They do not want to see it as much. So, and I'm like that too. I don't watch multiplayer videos on YouTube. If I'm like looking for a video, like I was asking about space engineers the other day on an Empyrean video, and you know, some people were pointing me towards this person, that person, a lot of good suggestions, but a couple like I think the one was the XP gamers or something, they're multiplayer. So like the second I saw like heard more than one voice, I shut it off. I don't watch multiplayer. They're all, I don't want to say they're all bad because I'm sure there's some good ones, but I don't know. I just feel multiplayer is kind of not really. I don't know. I don't know what I don't like about it. I just don't like it. It's usually not focused. It's usually just people running around like talking about bullcrap all the time, and I guess that's fine if you're into that, but I'm not. And people who watch my videos, I've done series with Star and Royal, who are gigantic YouTubers at this point, and my videos with them always got less views than my single player. So, and if I can't get people to be interested in multiplayer with those two, then, you know, I mean, not that they weren't interested. Those people did watch those videos. They just weren't as involved. The only multiplayer I've ever had any success with was with Autumn, my wife, the husband and wife series. People like those. That's cool. But for the most part, I don't want to be forced into multiplayer. Do not force me into multiplayer. Do not say, just please, for the love of God, don't put me in a position where if I'm not in multiplayer, I can't do everything. And also, don't punish me. You know? Give me some kind of, oh boy, I don't have anything to repair this, do I? You know what? Let's get some of this iron cooking while we're mining. So what else was I saying? Oh yeah, and don't punish me for being in multiplayer. If you're gonna put the point system to where, if you're gonna make the skill system to where I need multiple people, then give me skills at a faster rate. You know what I mean? Like, don't make me grind for hours and hours and hours just to get something because someone on a multiplayer server would have it right away because their friend would work on. One friend would... Actually, that's not going to work because it sounds like it's all crafting and let me see what they say here. Archery, construction, bladed weapons, blunt weapons, and so on. So that's crafting and fighting zombies. I don't see, like, it only looks like there's two different things there. So yeah, it's probably not going to be probably not going to be a big deal. Like the way they just said it, there's construction. Okay. And then there's archery, bladed weapons, blunt weapons. Those are all damaged. Those are all like fighting zombie things. So that's fine. So let's say if I'm like good at bladed weapons, so I don't know what is there bladed weapons in this game? What would be a bladed weapon? Well, definitely guns. So if you're good at and are guns going to be separate? Like, are there going to be handguns and rifles and automatic guns? Or are all guns going to have their own skill? Like, pistols will have their own skill tree. Shotguns will have their own skill tree. Sniper, like, are those all going to be separate? I don't know. But I don't see any bladed weapons. Obviously, bone shiv and the knife are bladed weapons. But what about the clubs? Because the clubs are basically what I use. Wooden club is a blunt weapon. Iron reinforced club is a blunt weapon. What about barbed? Is that blunt? I would probably call barbed blunt, honestly. Spiked, I would probably call that an edge weapon or a piercing item. Piercing weapon. If you're not going to have piercing weapons, is a spike club blunt or bladed? Honestly, it could go either way for me. It could go either way for me. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see how they do it. Like I said, just don't ever put me in a position where I can't do something. That's just don't. And I don't mind, like, if I'm playing single player, maybe I have to grind a little bit more than on multiplayer because my friend would be able to do one thing and I'd be able to do another. But don't make the grinding too bad just because I don't have friends around. Although I don't see the grinding in this game ever being a problem because I was level 60. Man, I've killed thousands of zombies for no reason just because they were in my way and I got no experience because I was already at cap. Just don't give us a cap. Do not give us a level cap, please. Wow. Time really flies. Alright, guys. My timer's about to go off, so we're going to call this one here. That's going to be it for episode 74. And we'll see you next time for episode 75. Till then, take it easy.